Versatile Mage. Chapter 178 Skin Shed Demoness. Anywhere with shadow would be a medium for Mo Fan to travel. He first landed on the ground and through the same magic again. He quickly dove into the dark forest. He still remembered that a while ago, there was a couple that had entered the forest for some tryst. This forest was quite huge, and with the trees blocking the light, it was definitely one of the best places for this lady to commit her crime. Nu if someone comes nu oh. The moaning of the young lady could be heard immediately as soon as Mo Fan entered the forest. He was still in the shadows and immediately felt extremely uncomfortable. Damn. Behaving like that in public. This is a public place. Do you think this is your own room? If it was any other time, he might have enjoyed the scene secretly from the side, but there was no time for that right now. Fan Mo, head straight to the administration and ask for details of every lady that fits these two conditions, 20 years old or below, and at the same time, a mage. Lingerling's voice sounded in his Bluetooth earphone. All right, agreed Mo Fan immediately, as he also thought that it was a good idea. Once he got there, without wasting any time and saliva, Mo Fan immediately showed the admin his Clear Sky Hunting Organization badge and told the admin that he was on a mission. This badge was even better than a police badge, as it represented many privileges. After all, the hunting organization's level of authorization was much higher than the police, who could only hunt down average criminals. There are about 70 households here that fit your requirements. However, there are only around 6 households of mages, said the admin, as he looked at Mo Fan suspiciously. Fan Mo, which one is the closest to our surveillance? Asked Lingerling. Golden Jade Pavilion, 18th floor, room 102. There are 3 young ladies from Pearl Institution that reside here. By the way, they often make noise at night and someone has filed complaints on them once or twice already. Then it has gotta be them. The 18th floor of Golden Jade Pavilion can be seen from the bedroom of that lady. I reckon that the 3 young ladies were targeted quite some time ago, said Lingerling. On my way, replied Mo Fan. The gods knew how long and how much foul play this lady had committed, and if she was not stopped soon, there would be blood for sure. Mo Fan quickly rushed towards his destination, but since there were not enough shadows to allow him to travel straight up to the 18th floor, he had to use the elevator and knock on the door of room 102. The door was quickly opened, and it was the girl with neat bangs from earlier that opened it. A smile immediately blossomed on her face as soon as she saw Mo Fan standing right there. Handsome, could it be you followed us all the way here after you got down? Asked the girl with a sweet smile. Who is it? Woa, Seo Tong. Your handsome guy is here for you. The red-lipped girl, who seemed to not be wearing any bra, walked out to have a look and turned back into the room once she saw Mo Fan. Mo Fan, who was standing at the side, then took a look inside the house and put up a confused expression when he realized nothing was off. Could it be that they were wrong and the shed skin lady's target was not them? Sorry for the disturbance. Now, I still have some matters to attend to. Mo Fan, who had no time to deal with other affairs, immediately excused himself. As soon as Mo Fan was about to leave, he immediately heard a loud scream from the red-lipped girl. Bam! The girl got rammed by something, and was sent flying out from one of the bedrooms, her body almost stuck into the hallway wall. With the naturally weaker body of the ladies, Red Lips immediately fell unconscious and blood started flowing from the back of her head. Nan, exclaimed Neat Bangs with a shocked expression as she rushed to check on Red Lips' situation. Stop, what element are you? Asked Mo Fan as he halted her. Light element, Neat Bangs replied while shivering in horror. Follow right behind me, ordered Mo Fan as he charged into the room. He did not check on the girl's situation, for he knew that as a mage, she would be able to survive an attack that would kill a normal person. To his horror, when he looked into the room, he saw the girl that had struck up a conversation with him was hanging from the ceiling, her wrist sliced open by a sharp object and blood dripping down from the wounds. Right underneath her was a scaly demon in humanoid female form. Her mouth opened several times larger than any ordinary human's mouth. Her extremely long tongue was slithering in the air, waiting to lick off the blood dripping down from the innocent girl's wounds. The face of the female demon was full of scales, yet Mo Fan could still recognize that this was the face of the woman that had gone to see them this morning. She looked extremely different now. From a sad, innocent, and beautiful face, she now wore an ugly, ferocious, and greedy one. If Mo Fan had not seen this for himself, he would never have believed such things existed in this world. "Wah! What is this monster?" shouted the neatly banged girl with a face as pale as paper. "God's damn demon, how dare you? This place is under my safeguard," thought the angered Mo Fan. This demon was entirely cruel. It did not kill the short-haired girl right away, nor suck her blood dry in one go, but hung its victim up high, letting her drip until she died. Mo Fan could imagine the pain the short-haired girl was going through. She was still conscious and could only endure the suffering and horror while the demon enjoyed its meal. Flaming dragon. Shit, don't run. Just as he was about to attack, the demon immediately jumped out of the window. This was the 18th floor, and if they jumped without precautions, they were doomed. He rushed to the window, only to see that the demon's claws were extremely powerful, being able to dig straight into the walls. The distance between two high buildings was not far at all. At this moment, the demoness was jumping in zigzags between the buildings, watching this horrified Mo Fan. Unexpectedly, throughout this entire process, there was not a single sound to be heard. It was easy to assume that the demoness had used this to enter the room of short hair. "Hurry up and take them to the school infirmary," Mo Fan said to Neat Bangs. At the same time, he mimicked the demoness and jumped out of the window like a great rock. When Mo Fan dropped all the way to the 13th floor, his body suddenly integrated with the shadow of the building. Standing on a balcony of the 13th floor, his eyes attentively watched the demoness, who had jumped onto the other building. "Shit, this place is way too bright. I'm unable to escape," Mo Fan cursed. Escaping shadows required shadows to shift away. There was only air between the two buildings, no dark or light there. Even if it was night, there still wouldn't be any shadows without light. Thus, it was simply impossible for him to use escaping shadows to reach the building the demoness was in. "Fan Mo, there's a situation, hurry up and come back." Suddenly, Lingerling's voice turned anxious. "What is it?" Mo Fan asked. Her husband is also shedding." Lingerling's voice seemed to contain some fear. "Shit, both of them have problems. How is the kid? That's why I'm telling you to come back." Mo Fan was shocked. The husband's objective was precisely that kid. Heavens, the husband had employed the hunters to protect his child. Yet, he assaulted the kid in the middle of the night. Just what kind of thing was happening to this family? Save the kid first and finish our mission. I'm afraid this thing will be quite difficult. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.